Hey guys, we're going to go ahead and get the rest of the moon videos out. It seems like we discuss the moon all of the time, and I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about it. And then of course I look over and I see the moon tarot card tapestry right behind my camera setup, and my sign represents we're the moon, so I'm the moon. Anyway, let's get on with this. So this is the, let me say this again. Okay, so these are the moon phases again in deeper context this time. The magical correspondences is the lunar cycles and includes the phases and their meanings, stones, and type of spell work you can do on that phase to reach maximum potential. Also has all 12 types of full moons, including the blue and super moons. Each one has many different names for it depending on which country or state you reside in. These are the moon phases: the dark moon, the new moon, waxing crescent 1 through 6, first quarter moon, waxing gibbous 1 through 6, full moon, waning gibbous 1 through 6, last quarter moon, and waning crescent 1 through 5. So the last one is different. Let's start with the dark moon, which is the void. It offers infinite possibilities of a clean slate. It is an optimum time in the cycle to release the old and cut the cords in relationships and traumas. And that stone is jet. And the magic you can do is removing entities from the house or properties, banishing illness, divination, meditation, and psychic visions, bringing about calm and peaceful results, conquering anger, and bringing about justice. The new moon is the very next day, and it's about beginnings. Offered a fresh start, your journey is beginning. The most powerful new moon are generally in spring, and that stone is celestine. The magic you can do for that phase is starting a new diet, conceiving a child, bringing about a positive result in legal matters, getting a new job or promotion, passing a driving test, bringing about a new love or romance, getting married, changing a financial situation to good, planning a nice holiday or vacation, travel overseas or inland, moving to a new home or dealings with real estate, communication, and better health. These are waxing crescent 1 through 6. Crescent 1, realization. The realization that we have a pattern, a bad habit, or a behavior that is causing us pain is a powerful position. Even though we may have worry and pain around this discovery, we can then take personal responsibility to change our situation. And that's known as adventuring. Crescent 2, acceptance. Acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. Choosing to accept ourselves fully in the position we are in enables us to take the next step towards growth. And that stone is lepidolite. Crescent 3 is growth. Expect growing pains when making huge changes in your life. The waxing lunar cycle calls for growth, but not without aim and purpose, and that stone is joy. So Crescent 4 is self-love. That's radical self-love is necessary, and that stone is rose quartz. Crescent 5 is nourishment. Choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values. Learning to nourish bodies purely to give them what they really need is a key to mental and physical health, and that stone is emerald. Crescent 6 is the path. The way is open for you. The path is illuminated. Begin the journey now. Respond and take action, and that stone is pyrites, which is also for protection. I learned that from a good friend of mine. First quarter moon is assessing. It is time to assess your current position. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on that assessment. And that stone is azurite. The waxing gibbous 1 through 6 is what we're doing now. So 1 is discernment. Take care in your choices now. Look carefully and judge wisely. There may have been something difficult to see, something that has been obscure, but now it has been revealed to you. Examine it closely. Yellow jasper. So Gibbous 2 is fear. The time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it teaches you something. You must examine whether your fears are old or new, useful or unhelpful. Fear blocks flow, and that stone is aquamarine, and Gibbous 3 is boundaries. Judging what you need and don't need allows you to place healthy boundaries. And that stone is obsidian. Gibbous 4 is will. Decisions require action. You're in control of your own decisions in life, no one else's. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another's. And that stone is hematite. You can tell I've read these a lot. So I don't even know why I looked to see if there was 6. I know there's 6 in all of them except for the very last one. Okay, Gibbous 5. Focus. You must focus on the task at hand right now. There is no room for a scattergun approach. Put on the blinkers. Do not listen to gossip or negative people. If you make a mistake, it is your mistake to make. Do not waste your focus. Do not split your attention into too many pieces. Carnelian. The waxing gibbous 6 is action. The time has come to take action. Let go of your burdens step by step. And that stone is rhodonite. So the waxing magic is issues or problems at work, healing and health difficulties, healing animals, money problems or spells to bring in more cash, helping a business to grow, removing mental blocks in education, passing exams, starting diets or breaking bad habits, moving to a new house or dealings with real estate, and growth. Whoops. And beginning new projects and finding lost property. The full moon. Power. Step into your true power. Shine brightly. But I don't have the lights on that on purpose. Do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things for yourself. Ancestral energy is important. Open your mind to larger possibilities. Big magic can be wrought. And that stone is moonstone, of course. And the magic you can do for that phase is creating harmony in relationships, bringing peace into a marriage, prophecy and divination, stopping arguments between lovers and friends, bringing about a new romance, unleashing musical talents, removing psychic blocks, protection of home and property, emotional healing, general spells for luck. I want to keep this in order. That's why I'm not just trying to say it myself. I need to look. Advancement of career or work, boosting self-confidence, and any part of your life that needs extra power. Going into waning. So the waning gibbous 1. Self-reflection. Be curious about your own nature. Choose to turn inwards to quietly contemplate who and what you are and want. The more you know about yourself, the more you're able to steer yourself well. Know what you believe in and why, yet be open to the development of new beliefs and ways of being. And that stone is tiger's eye. Waning gibbous 2. Pleasure. Are you taking life too intensively or too seriously? The time has come to call in the pleasures of life. Seek light-heartedness at this time. Focus on what would make you happy. Scheduling activities you find pleasurable. And that stone is turquoise. Oh, and speaking of, I'm not trying to get off track, but very quickly, I was supposed to do a video probably a few weeks ago on stones that are synthetic, or fake. And that is one of them. Almost all turquoise I come across is synthetic, which is usually like dyed howlite. Okay, so waning gibbous 3 is balance. Seek balance. Extremes of anything are rarely helpful or useful. There may be an overreaction that has caused this issue. Ground yourself and allow your strength to rise from there. Be aware of where the imbalances in your life are at present. And that stone is bloodstone. Gibbous 4 is beauty. Beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. And I don't think that's just like, you know, when I cut my nails and my hair off because that was like old and I wanted new in my life. I think it also means your home, your life, like the people in your life, like every part. And my God's kept telling me that for months. So I wanted to, yeah. And anyway, that stone is Larimar. And we will soon go over stones that are not as common, and then we will go over common ones, we'll go over rare ones, most expensive, blah, blah, blah. We really haven't gotten to stones much at the very beginning. We talked about it a little bit. That's what we actually started on, but we didn't get too deep into it. Okay, so waning gibbous 5 is resilience. Making mistakes builds resilience. I have learned my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong. I am an adult and I act with self-responsibility. And I could have sworn we just done this one. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back over and see if we did. I'm hoping we didn't. We did. So I will look and see if that is correct. It's azurite twice. And I could have sworn that there wasn't anything in this book twice. So that is something I will look up. Okay. Gibbous 6 is wisdom. Wisdom is more than mere knowledge. There may be something you aren't seeing and need to research more thoroughly. Wisdom is gathered, but it takes time. Learn from your experience. You may wish to ask a wise mentor if you are uncertain. And that stone is fluorite. The last quarter moon is gratitude. Be where you are and be thankful. There's always something to be grateful for, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises a lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is conspiring for you. And that stone is ocean jasper. And that one I don't hear of as often. It's not uncommon. I think people think because it's a jasper that it is common, but it's actually beautiful. And I love the energy that comes from it. Okay, so we are moving to the crescents. Waning crescent 1 is protection. Your higher power is a loving and protective energy. My hair's getting really staticky. You are loved and protected. Identify your fears. You can protect yourself better. Trust in yourself. And that stone is black tourmaline. And I think many would already know that when I said protection. The crescent 2, resistance. Familiarize yourself with how resistance manifests for you. The over and the covert. If you continue to have doors slammed in your face, turn around. There will normally be an open door. Procrastination is just another kind of fear. Move forward with confidence and persistence. That stone is red jasper. Crescent 3 is surrender. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Let go of what you no longer need. Stop being so stubborn about holding on to aspects and behaviors that don't align with who you are now. Stop struggling. That stone is orange calcite, which we will discuss one day because there's a lot of stones that have new names and they're just regular stones that have actually, like, sometimes two stones kind of grow together. When they grow on like a rock, that's a matrix, but when they grow together, they create what people are calling new names, but it's really not that. Anyway, we'll discuss all that one day, okay? So Waning Crescent 4 is release. Let it go. It's time to release anything that does not serve you. This is a pattern with the faces. Old negative habits do not engage you anymore as the payoff is not enough. You are ready to make room for bigger, brighter, more aligned things. And that stone is smoky quartz. Crescent 5 is peace. Peace of mind is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Refuse drama and do not freely engage with people who use drama as a weapon. Stop fighting. Allow yourself to rest for a while. We let what we no longer need go. We make room for peace. And that stone is amethyst. So waning magic. Removing negative vibrations, blessing houses and clearing away negative energies, banishing enemies, stopping harassment in the workplace, standing up to bullies and stopping intimidation, bolstering courage to stand strong, increasing willpower and determination, increasing assertiveness, banish evil influences, and calming anxieties. And before I go to the rest of it, this all reminds me, so when you are going through a waning cycle, may I suggest a goddess to work with? I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correctly, but her name's Skadi, S-K-A-D-I. She helps you stand up for yourself, and this is a time period to help you get rid of all these issues, and that's what she helps you with. So she is best worked with until this Friday. So check out my goddess videos. I do a different one every Friday, and this year I decided to start doing it a little different. I can remind you that Friday, but I'm not going to do everything on her that Friday. Once a month I go ahead and do all of them, so just check there. And yeah. Hey guys, I wanted to look up and see about the azurite to see why it was in there twice. It was meant to be in there twice. I'm not sure why that was the only stone that was used twice, but it was. Because there's other stones you could use without using it twice, but there's got to be a reason why. And like I was saying, like there, I think I said it where I felt like I needed that stone. And I ended up getting a lazurite instead. It's beautiful and large, and it has lapis lazuli and azurite together, and I thought that was cool. I hadn't seen one like this before. It's almost like it's got glitter in it. So anyway, I just wanted to clarify that. As soon as I got done and while I was editing, you know, in parts I knew that were fine, I went and checked. So yes, it's correct. The last portion of this is types of full moons. So this is going to be very short, okay? Yay! Wolf moon means hunger, and that stone is Amazonite. Snow moon means purity, and the stone is clear quartz. Worm moon means faith, and the stone is lapis lazuli. Egg moon means trust, and the metal is iron. Flower moon means blossoming, and that stone is ruby. And I often see ruby in kyanites. It's often with other stones. I will say that. We'll discuss that another day. I don't want to give it all away. Hot moon means extremes, and that stone is sunstone. And I actually am wearing that now. This is a rough sunstone. Orange in it. I'm pretty sure black is the tourmaline in it. Okay, so thunder moon is change, and that stone is serpentine. Green corn moon means patience, and that stone is jade. Harvest moon means fruition, and that stone is garnet, one of my favorites. Hunter moon is abundance, and that stone is citrine. Beaver moon is creation, that stone is chrysoprase. Long night moon is darkness, and that stone is onyx. They have green onyx, which I was told, we're going to talk about that another day. Wow, can you see me just giving all this stuff away? But now you see how exciting our crystal portion is going to be, and I'm hoping I get to do that before the end of the month, because it goes with what we're doing now, and it won't for the rest of the stuff, but we can make a day out of it, you know. Okay, so the last two are special moons, the blue moon and the super moon. The blue moon, the unexpected. That stone, I don't really know anything about it. I've seen it just recently when I started looking for rare and pricey stones for my store, and this one came up, and it's benitoite. It's a very rare blue gem. It says Benitoite. It reminds me of the way charoite is benitoite. Charoite, it kind of reminds me of that, and charoite's kind of expensive. It used to be. Super moon, attraction, and that stone is magnetite, which is magnetite can also be one of the stuff. I won't give it away. You see, it's going to be really interesting, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for stopping in and checking all this out, and check out the last few videos I got on the moon. These are going to be useful. It helps you plan your life accordingly. Yes, check it out. Please do. That one was, that one was really interesting to make and research and make. And then the last one is there's charts for 2021. So, you know, jot that stuff down if you do not have an agenda or a wall calendar. I do, but I also want it in my book of shadows. Because, I mean, who knows where I'm at when I need that information, you know? So anyway, thank you, and I will see you guys later.